What's going on guys, ZfreeZone here, and today we're going to be having a look at trapdoor elevators all the way up to the top here, and we're also going to be putting some shrines up the top as well, and maybe one on the inside, but we'll see how we go with that. But what we need to do is just clean up around here, because the last video we were lining this up to line everything else up on top, so it's all the same from the inside. You can't stress enough, you need to line everything up, it's so worth it. All this can be sandstone as well. Obviously we won't add in most, we just went with that one. But we just need to clear this up quickly. But if you guys want to see how to fence stack, we did a tutorial on this building. We fence stacked the crap out of this, as you can see just there. We also made a little box up the top with some ceiling stacking, so if you want to check that out, make sure you check that one out. And we've done many more. Lots of different videos on this one. I think this is the 9th video, so if you want to go back to the start, you can do. I highly suggest that. And just cleaning up here. There we go there. That's that section clean. Now we're going to come over here. Where the first elevator is going to be done is on this side. So it's just going to be done over here. And we'll clean up this as well. You can see I was attaching everything so it's all the same. And we'll just run up here. And delete those guys there. There we go. So the first elevator is going to be here. This elevator is just going to pump us up to the top there. Obviously on this first layer here you can just climb up over here, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to climb, so we're just going to place an elevator down. What we're going to want to do here, get out of fly mode, this normal here. So we're going to go around about here, I think would be good. So we're going to come down and I'm going to make a little platform down here. So probably around that size there. We're going to come out just a little bit here. And we're just going to make a pretty basic platform. Now this one is pretty much like, we could lock it up, but there's not much need for it, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright, so we got that there. And have we got stairs on us? We probably don't. Let's grab some stairs out. Alright, so we've got some stairs. Let's chuck these guys down there. We could probably even chuck them. Now we're just going to cover this on, so it's a nice little platform we have here. There we go. Nothing there as well. Some more on this side. And we'll chop the corner pieces down in the center too, just so it makes it look a little bit more legit. There we go there. And now we'll chuck some more foundations up around here. That's going to be nice and covered like so. Obviously this platform doesn't have to be so big, but it's kind of nice to have it nice and big like this. There we go. Now we're going to put our anti-climb along here. That's just going to stop people from jumping inside the elevator box we're going to make down here. So now right here we're going to make a box. Just like so, and we need a door as well. This menu here is the creative menu. I highly recommend grabbing this menu. Sometimes it's just like that, doesn't let you scroll up. If you grab it, it's all good. So we're going to go there like so, and we're going to put anti-climb around there. And then from that one, we come up the top here and we put an elevator there. Have a look to see what that guy's like. That is pretty good. The only problem I can see is we can't actually grab, oh there it is there, so that's good. So there's actual handle just in there, so we are good. So up the top here we're going to make a trap elevator, but you can see why I put the anti-climb on the side here, just so they can't just climb up the wall and then jump into this little box, because if you're running away from them you can actually hide in this little box and they can't get to you, which is handy. So anything little like that, it all helps. So right here we are going to demolish that anti-climb there. We're going to take this elevator off as well. And now we're going to take out this guy. We're just going to go around. Let's try and go around him. There we go. There we go there. And then we're going to put anti-climb around that. You can see it already. That's a nice little area just for another elevator trap. So we're going to make an elevator trap here. So pretty much you just put some walls down. Like so. And have we got the ramps? No, we don't. So we need to grab some ramps. And they are just these guys here. Just says ramp, and that's the one you want. And you want it facing that way. And there you go, you can see that. And then after you put that on, you can put the ceiling on. And then you can also put the door on. And that is what you'll call a trap elevator. Now why it's a trap elevator, because when they are stuck in here, and there's a door on there, they can't hit any lever. The lever is actually behind that guy there. So that is why that is like that. So if you hit this button, you'll see the lever come out the corner there. So that is why that's a trap elevator. Now sometimes, I don't know if Funcom's fixed it or not, sometimes you actually get teleported in between the ramp and the ceiling piece here. How to solve that is just to put a door on the back here. Just like so. And then you can put a door on that as well. So let's grab a door here. So there's your door on this side, and then we'll put a door on this side. But if you teleport through that ramp, you can actually get out. But if one of the enemies teleport through that ramp, you can open this up with a couple of guys here and just kill him. Then we'll just put a thrall right at the door before you open it. That will kill him as well. But there you go, that is that trap elevator. So that's the first floor. I was saying again, people can just climb around this, so there's really not much need for that. Just make it easier for us. But we're going to go up to the next level now. And we are going to do the same up there. So let's have a look, see where we can go from up here. We could probably just come right next to this guy. Let's send the elevator up. Try not to stand underneath it. There we go there. It's going to land right there. So we're going to have to take this anti-climb away for now. We can put it back later. We'll take this guy up, just so we now know where it is. So we're going to put a doorway just there, it's got easy access. And we're going to put, should we put anti-climb just there? Let's try, and let's see how this goes here. We'll put the anti-climb back there, and then we'll, yeah. It looks like we won't be able to actually secure the bottom of this. And let's try this. There is always a way if you look at it properly. There we go. And then we'll put anti-climb around the top here. Obviously they can jump in, but if they jump in there, they won't be able to get out. Well, that's one thing. Let's jump up here and have a look. Just to make sure they can't get out, let's put one more anti-climb on this side here. Make sure that wall's facing the right way, which it looks like it is. And then we'll put anti-climb on top of that. So if they climb up on this wall and jump in, they are stuck in there because we're going to have a door on this end. Like so. Alright, so now let's chuck that elevator back up. And that's not the spot we want. That looks like it there. Let's pick up that guy. And make sure we can get this down. So right now it looks like that is standing on the wall. That the elevator is actually touching the wall. That is not going to work there. We're going to have to go up one, which is easy enough to do. So let's take this then down. Probably even put that back to normal. Let's go back with that. And the staircase here. bring the staircase right back to this one, just there. Put a ceiling piece there, and that is pretty much good. So now walls around on the sides. There we go with the door. Done, and then we put the elevator back up the top, and hopefully we get in the right spot. There we go there. That is the elevator in the right spot there. Your key is on the side there. You can see that. Let's take that off. So to open this in, you probably have to come over here, hit the button, and then you're pretty much good. What we're going to do here is put anti-climb around the side again, so if they climb into this little elevator shaft, they are stuck. Let's grab the door. Now it's not going to let me put the door in there because the elevator's up, but if you pick this elevator up, place the door, and then put the elevator back down. Right there. Yeah, good, and you can have the actual door in there. So let's open this guy up again. And put that away. Here comes the elevator. Now with these elevators as well, I'll probably put them in a box just to make it a lot harder for people to come up here. And if you're actually coming up here by yourself, all you need to do is carry an elevator and you can get up to the top. Just keep putting the elevator down, travel up, pick up the elevator, put it down, travel to the next level, and just keep doing it that way. That's the way to go about that. But I want to show you guys how to make these trap elevators and make it annoying for people to get up. Alright, so we are on this stage at the moment, so we've got another couple of levels over there. That is fine. So let's pick this guy up again. We are gonna we'll leave that, and then we'll just put some more around it, just like so. That's going to be enough to make our trap elevator. There we go there, we'll shove that around. Then we need our walls, like so. We can put our door in as well. And then we need the ramp. Remember, I have that ramp the right way around, which is that way there. Then you put your ceiling piece on top. And you are pretty much good. There's your trap door. We can always, at the back here again, always put a door there because it does happen. You do teleport into that little area there, and that's just a way to get out. So your elevator again, we'll put the elevator down, and that matches up with the bottom bit that we made, and everything is good there. So that's pretty much done. Right, so now we got a decision we have to make. Do we go up 2 levels or do we just go up to 1? So right here, I think I'm gonna have to put it in a box and have the box decide. So we're gonna have to come out here and hit that button. So let's get our box ready while this is coming down. Box is right here. Large chest, we'll get a couple of them. And let's put them over the steps that we got. Those boxes, take over those guys. Now on the way up, so these guys, yeah, pretty much just use the box with the elevators in it, because once they're up to this stage, they're still going to have to work pretty hard to get up to the top. And the other reason with these elevators too, you're going to want to crouch. You can get like 3 or 4 people up there, but it is a very tight fit. As long as you're crouching, it is alright. So we're up to the first stage here, so let's just have a look here. Alright, so now we can move around a little bit better. We're going to have to work out where we want this next elevator. Let's go up and have a look. Let's jump over here. So we can have a look where we want to go. Alright, so it looks like it's still going to be a couple more. Let's clean up this as well. There we go. Alright, so let's just have a look, see what we're working with up there. Doesn't look like we can jump to the next layer, which is a bit annoying, but that's alright. We can work with it. Let's put these guys in there. Maybe we can jump up here. There we go, we can do that. So let's go up and see where that takes us. Preferably want to put that more into the center of the elevator. But we'll go up the top and have a look from there, see what we got to play with. Because I just don't see there's any reason to go to that anti-climb and want to skip that one. So let's have a look up here. Alright, so now we're up here. And also we're putting the elevators on this side of the building because there is heat stroke in the middle. And we don't really want to deal with that right now. Alright, so that one is good because that brings us up to this first guy here. And that is where the first shrine's going to be, in that little section. So I do like how we are here. So we just want to bring this elevator over one more to here. Let's go there and let's have a look down the bottom here. That looks pretty good, but we're going to have to raise it up just a little bit down there. So let's do that. We could probably make the trap elevator up here first. So let's go same as before. There we go. Put some walls around it. 2 doors. Slope. One, there we go. Make sure that's the right way. The ceiling piece on top. Elevator 2, so we've got the elevator in there, excuse me. And that is pretty much good. There's the trap elevator. Now we need to come down here and put like a little platform down the bottom here, and we'll work around that, see what we've got here. So we'll take this guy off. That's where it's going to go. Right there, like so. Let's see if we can use that. Don't really want to climb anything. Let's try and put some stairs in there as well. Doesn't look like it's going to help the situation. About on this side. There we go, that side works a lot better. So let's use the other side. There we go. Then we come up here. Elevator is just going to be on this part just here. But let's grab some more foundations around here. And then we can anti-climb that too. Really, it's just for looks on this one. There we go, and now I'm going to put some walls. Let's go right around here. Put a wall there too, and over here. Just because it's the way the elevator is going to be facing, that is going to be easier for us. Right, now some anti-climb down. Now elevator. See if we can send it up. Yeah, the elevator's in. It's probably not on the right direction, but it's looking right. There's the little button in there. You can hardly see it, but I can click it, so that's fine. Here it comes down. So we've got like a little come up and go around, and that's where you access the elevator. So that's pretty good. I'm liking where that is there. It's going to be hard. With double jump, you can get into these elevators and back out, but if you're going to raid someone with double jump, you're not going to have much encumbrance. You're not going to be able to fight either. So it's a pretty good way to doing it. If you're going to come in double jump, you're not going to get very far with this kind of raid. So let's get up here. Alright, so can't forget the anti-climb around here because I can just climb up and go around there. So there's your anti-climb. Beautiful. Let's put some doors in while we're at it. Nice. So just as we're going, we're just making sure it's going to be hard for people to jump inside the elevator shafts and even get out on the top here, which is nice and good too. And you can always put anti-climb around the side here, because if they do get trapped in the middle, they most likely will blow up that ceiling piece and the anti-climb will still stop them from getting out. They'll pretty much die before they get through that. Alright, so that's that one. Now from here, I'm going to suggest just putting down just a large case here, and then inside that is putting all the elevators. So we want to take out one, that guy there, there we go, we'll take one ourselves, but just leaving one there with some elevators in it, so when you need to go up to these guys, you come up here and you just bam, just put that down, and then you got access to it. That is pretty much it. Like, I'm not going to make any more trap elevators. They're all just going to be put in that box, and then from here you just have to pick it out of the box and go up. There's two reasons for that, so people don't just blow the trap elevator doors up and just use the elevators to get up here. Just makes it a little bit harder for them, which is always good. And then from here, I'll still do the same, is just get your elevator, put it there. You might even be able to get up to the next layer. Let's see if we can do that. So let's see if we can reach all the way up. Doesn't look like it's going to let us. So it's going to be that elevator, and then after that elevator you're going to use another elevator to get up to the top. Yeah, but right here is where another shine is going to be. You can see I'm getting affected by heat stroke. Before you come up here and play with these shrines, 100% turn off the heat stroke. If you want to know how we did that, you can turn it off. There's a little tutorial when we did the heat stroke on this building on how to turn it off. We've got like a little elevator set for us and all that kind of good stuff. So let's try and get this guy in. It's looking like we're going to have to lift this up just a little bit here, like with another platform, because this guy is not interested in going in, as you can see there. So let's get this guy up a bit. Now if we can stay 2 away from the edge, that's going to be better for us. Let's try that first. Right here must actually be in the middle. So we can see that it's going to be placed in the middle here. You can see right next to my foot that lines up right in the center of that foundation, which is really nice. I'm going to shove that guy just there. Really cool. Now we'll see if these walls go right around, which they don't at the back here. But you want to make sure you can get all inside this wall. In saying that, the walls aren't 100% necessary, but I just like to put it inside a wall. So let's start walling this up. There we go. Let's make it a bit smaller on the sides there. So over here, let's get in like that. Alright, perfect. So now we've done that, now we know which foundations we don't need. We're going to clean up a bit. So we just don't need these. There we go, put another wall there, but we can probably use that as our entrance, so we'll leave that open and we'll just put one of these staircases down. There we go, there with a door. Very nice, and now pretty much anti-climb around the top here. And we are good on this one. Now with these guys, I've explained before, but I'll explain it again. You want to tier it up to tier 3, like this guy is now. This guy's tier 3. So it's all tiered up, all ready to go. But you don't put any more zeal in it. You leave it as tier 3 and then that's it. You don't want to put any more zeal in it because people will make their way up here. It's going to be an absolute pain in the ass for them, but they will be able to get up here. You want a fridge full of the meat or whatever you need for each religion. Just have a fridge full of it. And then when you're ready to use the shrine, you grab the fridge and you come up here. And say like a day before the raid or something, you put 500 zil inside this guy and get it ready. And then have the priest inside as well. And then pull the priest out just like when you're about to actually set the god off. I will not have everything up here. So from this point on, so we're up here. So let's get rid of this elevator here. That is nice and done. That guy is in there, just in case they get on this layer of anti-climb. They can jump over, but then they still can't get in there without blowing a hole, which is good. Just making them do more effort. So this one here is to go up, but let's run around because we want to go to the other side. There's another spot for a shrine. Just on the other side here, you can see it opens up just like the other side. And then you just grab elevator out of the box, put the elevator down and use it here. But just make sure you pick up these elevators. You can make it into the trap elevator like we did before, but I think it's a lot safer just having no elevators at all. Just having them all in a box and ready to place down on your way up. You can pretty much get all the way up to the top here with just one elevator in your pocket. That is absolutely fine. Alright, so on the other side we've got a Jebel Sag. Let's put something different on here. Maybe a Ymir shrine. I do like a Ymir shrine. Have we even got one? Doesn't look like we do. So let's go to our magical menu. This should have the Ymir shrine. Or was it the... there we go. That's the one. Alright, so let's see if this will accept it on the ground. You never know, it might do. Doesn't look like it though. It will accept it like that, which is a bit odd. But that's not what we're going to do. So it looks like we can probably get away with just a few foundations in the middle here, so we're going to try that. There we go. Two on this side, 3 on this side, 2 and 2. Right, let's see if that mirror will go down first. Now Ymir is really good because he's got that axe and the axe goes through natural structures. So to raid this gunner, I probably would use a Ymir because that axe is going to go really deep. Now you can see that he's like way off, so I'm not going to have that. Now with that magic menu, I just need to push the middle mouse button down and it will copy anything that I point at. That's how I just grab that real fast. It's amazing, that menu, honestly. If you haven't got it, grab it. Alright, so we're off again. So now we're going to go out of our way. Put the foundation over here. Copy that. And we'll delete this guy. Alright, so now let's line this up properly. Not rush things. Doesn't want to go right in the middle there. It's going to be offset a little bit. But that's alright, let's go there. Make sure this fits in, which it looks like it does. Then wall it off, just like we did in the last one. And never have too many things that the raider's going to have to blow up to get into. So if you can always make another layer, make that layer. And that's exactly what we're doing here. As soon as they get up to the shrine, they're still going to get through another layer. So let's put some steps here. And the door. There we go, anti-climb. And there we go, that one is done as well. Very nice, let's get rid of this little platform, we don't need that anymore. Alright, cool. So let's go around the other side. Now we're going to make our way up to the top. And we are going to put a shrine up the top there. And we already stepped the elevator down on the other side, so let's run across and jump on that. You see the one here. You can see the heat stroke's going to be really hard to get up on top of this one with the heat stroke. But yeah, you can always turn it off, as I was saying before. Alright, so we'll make our way up. But yeah, the heat stroke, you'll be dead by now. I've got God mode on, obviously, so I'm not dying. So this elevator is straight out of the box we had there, and we're going to come up to this stage, and then we're going to pick this elevator up, and we're going to place it back down up the next layer, like so. So then we have an elevator here. And then we can just pretty much go up to the top. There you can see here we got like tier 3 shrine. We've got 1, 2, 3 lights sticking up. We're going to have another light in the middle. And we're also going to put another shrine down the bottom inside the building as well. Now for this one here, the update has just come through to the actual game. So we're going to put the new shrine down. Just because it looks different and we haven't done that one before. So it's this guy here with the big spider. Very nice looking, especially through that light. Very cool. I love how they did this religion, so it's very cool to have this guy there. So there we go there, there's another shrine. The spider light is actually white. So you can probably see that white going right next to that red there. But very cool looking. Now we are going to put this behind another gateway because why not? I'm going to squash it up to as close as we can. So that's going to be the closest we can go. And we'll have the door around the front. So the door right in the middle there. Squash it up a little bit more. Why not? We can do that on this side. Nope, we can't. Alright, so now we have the door here. Jump up the top and just anti-climb around. There we go. And what's really nice, Funcom has fixed that glitch. Before, if you did this and it was occupied by yourself and then you can jump out, it will still come up red, but they've actually fixed it so now you don't have to do that. So there's less than deleting items or changing the building material just to get the item working again. It changed the walls and back to anti-climb just to make it work. There's none of that anymore. I'm really enjoying that. So little things they've done, it's actually quite big improvements in building, that's for sure. Alright, so there's our door. So there we go. We've got 3 shrines up the top here. Now to go back down, we are going to take the elevator down. And then we'll pick it up. So let's go down the bottom here. Well, we just found something there, which cannot be there, obviously. So let's put some foundations down. That fixes that hole up. But yeah, I've never seen that before. So let's grab this elevation. Wouldn't have jumped all the way down there. Just grab it with another elevator. Come up to the top here. So we'll grab this guy. Scroll down this one. Pick up this elevator. Jump down here, no problem. And then we can go around the side and go all the way back down. There are maze of elevators now. Where's that? One long elevator here. And then we'll jump down this one as well. Obviously, you have doors on all those guys, but it just makes sense. But so you guys do actually put doors on those things. You don't want to do it without doors. And this is the last one here. And we're going to climb on this wall, but you can just jump down it easy enough. Alright, so there we have it. We have our 3 shrines. We got some new disco lights on our building, which is really nice. Look at that. So that is a total of 4 shrines, because remember we have got the Yard Pit in the middle, which is our main bubble that we pop. You always have that primed with 500 Zil ready to go. We actually have the 500 Zil, then you pop the bubble and pause it just before it actually goes. But there you go. Disco lights there. Now let's put one more in, because we still need one more shrine. We need the set shrine for the set pots. Very important. That's why I like putting this one on the inside. Let's come up here and let's try and put it over here. So let's have a look and see what this guy gives us. So there's that shrine here. Now we can go like this, and we might have to go like this. But the downside of going like this is people are going to just use this to get up and over the anticline. So they're going to just come up here and jump over this anticline. You see, heat stroke will be knocking you down by now. But you'll be up here. But then it's not too bad, because once you're up here, you're going to have heat stroke anyway. So you can't stay up here for long. So it's not like you're going to sit up here and kill the archers, because you're just not going to be able to stand up here. So I am going to accept that and say that's not too bad. So why I don't want it on the other side, these heads, you can place bombs on top of these heads. And if that's closer to this box here, that makes it vulnerable. So we don't want anything close to this box, because then you can place bombs on it. And the splash damage is going to be more from, say, if you put the bombs over on the side here. The splash damage from there to here is not going to be much at all. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to turn this around just to show you guys what not to do and why not to do it. Alright, so there we go. We've got it around this side. So now it's going to be hard but not impossible for him to jump onto the anticline from here. But the big downside is look how close we are now, and when we place bombs on here, we are extremely close there to this box, which is just no good. And just to prove a point, you can still get under anticline. So the other way around is going to be better for us, because it's away from that box. I'm even going to put it as far back as I can away from that box. Can't stress enough how much you don't want things near that box. Alright, so there we go. We're going to have it just there, way at the back there. And it's probably even better there, because once we start climbing this, we're going to get hot, and then we're going to get extremely hot, heat stroke. So they might not even be able to climb this because it's near the heat stroke so much. So that is pretty good. So they'll get knocked down when it extremely hot hits on. So being right back there is probably really good, and it's probably best of both worlds. Way away from that. But that gives us another shrine, so that's 5 shrines in this one building we have set up. Absolutely amazing. Now we know where the shrine's going to be, we can actually put like a staircase in here. So let's have a look here. Let's knock this guy back, and we can probably knock this one back too. Let's jump down here and have a look and see what we got here. Staircase right there is pretty good. We'll have to duck if we're going to use that one though. But let's have a look, see what happens if we turn this guy. Without ducking, we can climb right up. And it's got a little gap there, so we can actually put a doorway there as well. And then we could just fence this guy off, or wall this guy off, I should say. And we'll put some ceiling pieces up there as well. And we can even put anti-climb on this guy, just for that little bit extra. Extra, there we go. Alright, so it's a little sneaky area to get in there. And of course, down here you'll just have another door, because why not? Make them actually destroy something else. Well, that is why not, because we can't actually get in there. Alright, so that's 9, but let's just take that out. So one door down, but you can always extend that out and put a door in. Just like so. And there's your door, and then you climb up and no problems, get through there. Alright, so that is done too. That's our passage up there, and we've got some room for some benches, whatever else we need down here, which is really nice. And we've got plenty of room up here to come up through the map room. And then we can go upstairs as well. But yeah, really good. So that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. It was a little bit long, but we got all the shrines down that we want. So if we come down here, we can see the disco lights of 5 different shrines. There you go, look at that. 5 different shrines there. We've got the set in the middle there. Got these guys on the side. Very cool. I like how the new rock noses look as well. I do miss the old rock noses. You know, we did a lot of those rock noses. I was farming them all the time, the XP. But now we've got these new looking rock noses, and they look pretty cool. I'll give them that, they look really cool. But there you go. That is it, guys. That is the 5 shrines inside this mega structure. But I hope you like that. We might do another episode on something, working out something else, but this is pretty much coming to a close. So I hope you enjoyed all the series. And if you haven't seen the other guys, make sure you go back and have a look, because we have covered some really exciting stuff in this build. And just look at those disco lights just there. Absolutely amazing. But if you want to have a chat with me on Discord, the link is in the description below. Other than that, leave us a comment and I'll try and get back to you guys. Other than that, I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you.